It was 21 degrees out yesterday. Right now it's about 40 with a little bit of wind. You want to go for a walk, Taylor? We just showed up at our site. I'm still setting up. So it's a bit of a mess. Just open the back because I need to readjust my refrigerator because for some reason it thinks it needs to be in Celsius. I decided that I was going to use 2 extension cables because one's 30 amp service and the other one's 20. My refrigerator for some reason does not want to be running on the 30 amp service. Here, I put my foam up so I could run these through the windows without pinching them. As you can see, they move. Nighttime curtain is up. Here I am. It's about 40 degrees. I'm going to show you something. I bought a rice steamer. It's by the same company as the other hot pot that everybody loves. The cord is short, but I have a solution. This is a rubberized twist tie, so that this won't slide off the table. I could be using it on my power supply, which is buried in the van, but I wanted to cook this outside because it is a steamer, and there's nothing more fun than having a wet car from using a steamer. Before I purchased this, I looked around everywhere for different ideas of what to do with a steamer. And what I was getting is, well, you can cook oatmeal in it. No, I use instant oatmeal. Or you can cook ramen in it. Well, I can't really do ramen because I can't do that kind of sodium. I did when I was young, and, well, that's why I can't now. You can cook eggs in it. Well, I don't boil eggs when I'm camping. These small, low wattage appliances that I've been showing in various videos, and if you haven't watched them, please do, are not just good for in a van, which this one won't go in a van, but they're not just good for in a van, but they're also good if you're on a road trip, and there's a number of hotels and motels that offer kitchenettes. So you have something, you can cook your own food in a kitchenette. It's also great in your house if there's a power outage and you do happen to have some sort of a power supply, like I've got this portable solar power supply. You can still live as if nothing happened until the lights come back on. This particular unit comes in 2 sizes that I could find. It's a 1.6 liter or a 1.5 liter. This is the 1.5. It is non-stick inside, and it has 2 heat settings. Some of these have 3, and I think the size above this might have 3. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's 300 or 600 watts. I'm not in a rush when I'm in a campground, which is where I am right now, to have food prepared. Part of the experience for me of camping is just enjoying being outside. Though there's an 88% chance of rain tomorrow, so outside won't be an option. Maybe. I'm going to set it on high power and cover. For people that like to time how long things take to cook, right now it's 5 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. I'm going to go wander around a bit and look at my surroundings. I have some sweet peas, broccoli florets, and I thought I'd cheat. I did bring onions, but I also have these, so I'm going to use these chopped onions. Put them there. The cover's got a nice seal. Seems like somebody's taking over my sleeping area. Even though he has his own, mine is better. Night is coming early. Taylor's all snuggled down. He's not sleeping there, though. He just thinks he is, because he gets to be in his crate. The heater's all plugged in. My shoes are off. Time to do some video editing and have my coffee. My mic is not on for this, but for those who want to see the privacy that I get, you cannot see in. I've been asked if people can look in. The van is actually pretty lit up right now inside, but you can't see me. Just shut this off. Those are LEDs, and I run those down to the power supply, and it's got a little switch. So I've got 2 of those, and I will put them in the description because they're really nice to have. Yep. It rained a lot last night. I already had breakfast. Taylor's all snuggled up next to my sleeping bag, which I had to curl up because otherwise he'd be in it. Morning, Taylor. The heater's still running on the floor because everything's wet. Well, the rain may have stopped, which is good because there's nothing like being damp. Why I'm taking this out is because I want to do a little quick explanation on campgrounds with power, which I prefer, though I can live with a buddy heater in my vehicle. I don't like to do that, especially with a dog. Whenever possible, I get a campground that has power. This campground has 20 amp, 30 amp, and 50 amp service. What you need to know about it is the way the receptacles work. You can see I've got 2 different cords running out of it. This one is running out of a regular 20 amp socket. This one is running out of a, which is the yellow one, is running out of a 30 amp socket, and then there's a 50 amp. 50 amp is more for big RVs, anything bigger than my Pacifica. They're all fused. You turn them on and off. And this is a plug that I have inside of a box, which I showed you on the power pillar. And what happens is you have one of these. This is for the 30 amp service. You can get them at Lowe's. That end goes in the box, and the end of your cord would then go in, and then you close it, and it seals, and it's watertight. These are 12 gauge cords, both of them. I don't want to go with anything less than 12 gauge, but yeah, 2 12 gauge cords. This, and this, and they all just go in this canvas bag. I am bringing out my butane stove just because I'm using a piece of cast iron. I'm not going to have to wash that afterward. I just have to wash this because I'm only using that to heat up a couple of these. I even brought some guacamole. Oh, that smells amazing. There, lunch. So that's all clean. That's toasted. I'm just going to make an avocado toast. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, hit notifications for any future videos, watch some of my other videos, and enjoy. Take care.